Good morning. Well, I know I'm a minute or two early, and I wanted to just get on and make sure, after last week cutting you off, I wanted to get on and make sure that everything was as it should be. So, it's about a minute until 10 o'clock, and so I hope you're going to join me this morning. And if you do, please comment or send up a like or a heart, or let me know that you're with us. I like to know who's watching, and I do get busy with my Facebook Live, and I forget to go look at the comments. I'm not a multitask person. I'm not. I really try hard, but I'm not a multitask person. So it's sometimes hard for me to remember to go look at the comments, but I want to know if you're there. I see you, Kay. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. You are so faithful. Such a faithful friend. Well, today I'm going to give you a couple of updates. And then we're going to get right to a new and different way to use the Great Tidings stamp set. But first of all, I want to tell you about Christmas in August, because it's coming. It is Saturday, August, let me look here, 14th at 1:30. We're going to have a Christmas party. We're going to have Christmas refreshments. We're going to have prizes. There's going to be Christmas music playing. We're going to do a Christmas game. There's going to be prizes. There's going to be lots of prizes. And we're going to have 4 make and takes, and these are what you'll be using. These are the cards and the 3D that you will do for your make and take. So we'll be using the Gingerbread and Peppermint Kisses stamp set. We'll be using the Great Tidings stamp set. And we'll be making this cute little 3D pillow box that you can give somebody special, a workmate or a family member or a neighbor, somebody who needs to be encouraged. You can give this to them. So that's Saturday, August 14th, and it is a local event, and I apologize to anyone who is not local enough to be able to participate in this, but it is a local event. Then the August kit to go, which will be available for RSVP until, I think it's like the 10th or the 12th of August. It will be featuring the stamp set we're going to be looking at today. It will be featuring this Great Tidings stamp set, and you will get 3 cards to make. You will get kits. Actually, you'll get 3 kits to make 6 cards with the Great Tidings stamp set. You will also get the subtle shimmer sequins, a package of those, a complete package of those, and you'll get the Great Tidings stamp set. If you want to do the add-on will be the what's it called? Wise Men Tidings dies. These dies, and you're really going to want these because they're fabulous. So for an additional $28, the August kit to go is $35. The kits to go are always $35, and you always get the stamp set and usually some other add-on, some other paper or sequins or something, and you get the card kits, the enough kits, complete kits to make 6 cards. Then the add-on this time is the die set, and the catalog price is $28. So that's what the add-on price is, and I pay the shipping and the tax on that. So $35 for the class to go, the August class to go, Great Tidings stamp set, and then $28 for the dies. All right, so We also have coming up a kit class. We have 2 kit classes. The first one is August 26th. It's a Thursday night, and we're going to do kit, Coke, and cookies. So we're just going to have a fun time. You're going to order your kit, whatever kit you want from the kit collection. You'll order it online, and then you'll bring it with you. Order it in enough time for it to come in. So you probably need to allow 4 days for shipping, and then a day or 2 for them to pick it and send it off. So I would order it at least a week, if not 8 to 10 days ahead of time. But pick out the kit that you want to use, and especially if you're a new stamper or if you don't have a lot of the tools, this is a great opportunity because the kits are all inclusive. Everything, your adhesive, if you order one of the stamping kits, then you'll get the stamps, the die, the ink spot. You'll get a block, an acrylic block to use with your stamps, so you'll get everything you need. And then there are non-stamping kits. So if you're a little hesitant about the stamping and you want a non-stamping kit, then look for those. There's 3 or 4 of those, and I'm actually ordering one of those this time. I'm really anxious to see what it looks like. So that's the kit, Coke, and cookies, Thursday, August 26th at 7 o'clock. And then if you cannot make that night, or you're not local enough to come, then there will be a Zoom and kit the following Monday, August 30th at 7 o'clock. So we're going to get together on Zoom. You need to order your kit, and I can't provide the Coke and cookies. You'll have to provide your own for that. But we'll just get together on Zoom and do our kits. And so you'll need to let me know so I can send you the Zoom link. So I'd love to have you for either of those events. Now, let's get on to today's project. You know, I've shown you over the last couple of weeks, I've shown you several of the traditional ways to use the Great Tidings stamp set. And these are some of the traditional ways with the 3 wise men and the city of Bethlehem. Aren't they gorgeous? I actually did alcohol ink with this background, and it is so fun. We'll have to do a Facebook Live on alcohol ink. It is lots of fun. But these are some of the traditional cards that you can make with the Great Tidings stamp set. But today, we're going to do a non-traditional card. We're going to do this card. And it's using the die that is with the Wise Men Tidings set. It's also using the stamp from the sentiment from the Well-Defined stamp set. And this stamp set is awesome. It's the definitions. It's like a dictionary entry. So you've got the words you've got defined or holiday, a reason to eat more, gratitude, the feeling in my heart when I think about you, Christmas, the time of year where the presence of family is better than the presence from family. Isn't that awesome? And then winter, when it's cold outside, but thoughts of you still keep me warm. And Halloween, when taking candy from strangers is good, and dressing normally is strange. And then you have a to and a from stamp as well. So we're going to use the Well-Defined stamp set today. And we're going to use this die, this one right here, from the Great Tidings die set. And then we're going to use the stamp, the punch from the pine tree punch. And it's in your annual catalog. And these other 2 sets are in your mini catalog, which you should have received in the mail by now if you're one of my customers. And if you're not, you can go online August 3rd, and you can view it online, or you can let me know, and I'll get the mini catalog and the celebration catalog to you. And I forgot to mention that with the August class to go, not only do you get the Great Tidings stamp set, the subtle shimmer sequins, the 6 card kits, and if you order the add-on, which are the dies, then you will get a free celebration item. You'll get to pick a free celebration item, and I'll include that with the order. So, how awesome is that? So this is the set the card we're gonna make today. And our card base is just a white card base. And I'm just gonna put it right here. And hopefully you can see that. So you can see how I make my fold. So I'm just gonna put it right there. Make the fold, push it up against the side and the bottom, make the fold, then crease it good. You want to give it a good crease, and we'll do this as a horizontal card. And then our background is going to be the pear pizzazz. So there's no stamping except for the sentiment. So we're going to go ahead and put our pear pizzazz piece on. This is a simple card to make. Alright, I'm going to put this piece on. Now, we're going to take this is Magenta Madness. It's a pretty pink. And I love pink and green. I love to use pink and green. So we're going to take our Magenta Madness. We're going to take our die from our die set. And this is the size. This is, the card, of course, is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This piece is 5 by 4 1/4. No, it's 5 1/4 by 4. I had to stop and think about that. It's 5 1/4 by 4. And so this piece is 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. And that's just coming down 1/4 of an inch for each layer. So we're going to take this piece, already cut to size. I'm going to position my die right in the center of it, because I want it to cut the top and the bottom, and I'm going to just secure it right there. Bring my die cut machine over my cut and emboss. I have that up on that there. Hopefully you can see this. So I'll set it here and run it through. Alright, move that back over here. Take this. And this die makes a mess. So you just want to be ready to catch. Oh my goodness, I should not have done that. Good. That's going to be under the sentiment. So that's the danger. You have to be careful using washi tape, and that was a used piece of washi tape, because sometimes the die cut machine presses it down so hard that it doesn't come up from your cardstock without messing it up. And that's what just happened, but the sentiment is going to be over that, so we're all right. All right, I have to get all these little holes poked out, which I'm using my Take a Pick tool for that. It's one of the great uses of the Take a Pick tool. All right, we got those all poked out, and I'm going to put it back right now. Put it back in my stamp set. Now, after you use that die, you have this awesome piece left that you can use on another card. So I keep those. I have quite a few of those now. And you want to make sure that your pieces, these little pieces, are poked out too. Okay. And that is unfortunately where my washi tape was, but my cinnamon will cover it up. Alright, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to use that little piece, because the best way to gather up these little pieces is with another piece of cardstock. If you use your hands, it sticks to your hands. So I'm going to get, oh, my husband emptied the trash areas this morning. There. I'm just going to rake it off in the trash, and I'm set to go. Alright, let me get back up here. So now we have this piece cut, and we're going to position it right over this. But first we're going to take our, this is paper from the Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper, which is one of the papers in the Celebration catalog, and it has got some awesome prints in it. Snowflakes, the plaids, the greens. One thing that's really cool, and this will probably be my next Facebook Live, the name of it is like the Deer Bundle, or I should have looked. I didn't think about telling you about that, but it is the bundle that the stamp set's called the Peaceful Deer Bundle. And it is a stamp set with deer and trees and lots of awesome things. And then it has a punch that punches out the deer. Well, that punch also punches out these deer. So, what an awesome multiple use designer series paper. So I'm using a piece of this paper for my tree. I'm going to get my pine tree punch and fit it right here. Punch it out. And we've got that. Got us a little Christmas tree. And we're going to say, I'm going to put, I'm going to put this on first with my adhesive. And I'm going to be careful and not put it real close to the die cut part, so that I can stick my little tree into there. Now I'm going to use my Tombow. I don't have this up far enough, do I? I'm going to use my Tombow to add just the tip of the blue here at the bottom. And here, and right here at the top, just little dots of blue. Now I'm going to position this on my paper. Trying to do it. Oops. It's hard to do without being on top of it. I'm going to have to get on top of it a little bit. There we go. Alright. And now we'll be able, because of the way we positioned our glue, we're going to be able to stick this right under here. So I'll just use some adhesive on the back. And stick it right under there. Just a little bit there. There we go. Now, I also took my Wink of Stella and let me get a little, I'm going to have a star on top of it anyway. It doesn't matter. I got my Wink of Stella and I just kind of went over a little bit, little dots, and you won't be able to see it on the Facebook Live, but it just gives some sparkle to the tree, just a little bit. Just going over each little white dot. I think I got them all. There we go. Just add some little sparkle. We all need a little sparkle. And then I'm going to take my Starlit punch. You can also use the die. You could use this die from your Great Tidings set. And it's a different star, and it's a really pretty star. But I wanted to use my Starlit punch. And I'm just going to punch out, you know, I think I used this little bitty one down here, because we just don't need much. Alright, so I just wanted one of the stars, a few little pieces, and I'm going to add it with dimensionals, with one of the mini dimensionals. Right in the center. Oh. There. Alright, so I'm going to add this on. So you know what I'm going to do? Sometimes these little mini dimensionals are just not mini enough. And so you have to trim it down. Alright. I'm going to add the star right to the top. Now, we're going to do our sentiment. And I'm going to do it on the same pair of size. And I have the stamp already mounted. And this is the Christmas, the time of year where the presence of family is better than the presence from family. And I'm going to do that with black, and I tried it with Evening Evergreen, but it just wasn't dark enough. So hopefully this will be dark enough. And I'm going to show you a little trick here in a minute for getting the die, and I'm using from the Stitch So Sweetly die set. I'm using one of the dies, and I'll show you a trick to get it just the right size. Alright. So I'm going to have to get over this. Sorry about that. Everything keeps moving. Alright, and I don't want to get it too close to the edge. Alright. Hopefully I didn't twist that when I put it down. I did a little bit. So we're going to try that again. I'll do this side this time. Alright. Straight down, Deanna. Straight down. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm going to take my die. Get everything. Move it back over so I can put this where you can see it. I want you to see this. There, I can do it like that. I think I can do that. Alright. Not perfectly straight, but you know what? I can even it up with this. So I'm going to place this. I'm going to use my gauge from the left-hand side. Let me move this. I think you probably still can't see. There. So I'm going to use the gauge from the left-hand side. I'm going to square it up from the left. And I should have taken my plate off. I didn't. All right. Looks pretty squared up. so I don't run off the page. Alright. If we've got it, set this down on top of it, run it through. Now, we're going to run it through again to reduce the size of our cinnamon. So I'm going to line this up. I push it back and forth until I feel it kind of catch. And you can also look at the sides. You want it to be, you want the scallops to be even. And a lot of times, if you just move it around, you can feel the dye catch. And that's what you want it to do. And I'm going to get my, very carefully. I think I'll do it this way so I don't mess up my cinnamon. Alright, I think we got it. I'm going to run it through again. Hard to keep everything situated and use the dye machine too. Alright, but I'm going to turn it this way. So the handle. Now, when we take it off, there. See, we cut off about this much of it. And we have a cinnamon piece that is exactly the size that we need for it to be. Alright, so that was my stitched so sweetly die. Now, back to our card. Let me get this back down. All we have left is the cinnamon piece and a little piece of the shimmer ribbon. We're going to use this shimmer ribbon. It's the gold shimmer ribbon. So I'm going to cut a little piece off from it here. You don't need much. But I wanted to add a little bit of ribbon, and I didn't really see any other way to do it. So that's how we're going to add our ribbon, and we'll trim it down. Now, I'm going to use dimensionals on the back of my cinnamon piece. Fortunately, the one I messed up is going to show. Alright. And you'll see that I didn't put a dimensional right in the center where I'm going to stick the ribbon under. So, you know, you could put this if you didn't want to cover up your little, the peak of your die. You could put it down here. I went ahead and put it up here. I thought it looked a little more balanced. But, alright. Now we're going to take our ribbon. We're going to put a glue dot on it. Actually, we're going to use 2 glue dots. We're going to put one here. So when we fold it together, it'll stick. It'll stay. So we're going to put that one right there. It doesn't attach as easily to the ribbon. And I wasn't careful enough to make sure I got it off. It's off now. Alright. So we just want that to stay together. And then I'll put one on the back side. So that when I push it under, and you can use your scissors to do that. Push under, get it set, and then I'm going to trim this down quite a bit. There we go. Spread it apart a little bit. Now we've got our ribbon. All we need are our genial gems. And they have a gold tint to them. And I'm going to grab my take a pick tool again. And I want one on the cinnamon piece. So since it's already raised, I'm going to put the smaller one up on the sentiment piece. And then I'm going to put a couple of the larger ones. One down here, one over here. You know to use an odd number of embellishments and to put them where they form a triangle. And you can do it any way, any triangle, any space, any size. But they just need to form a triangle. That's just one of the design aspects that creates something pleasing to the eye. So, here we go. I think that's it. That's it. That's everything we need to create this non-traditional way to use the Great Tidings stamp set and die set. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you'll come to Christmas in August if you can, or I hope you'll do the class to go, the August class to go. And I'll mention that to mail that, priority mail, it's an additional $8. But just message me or email me and let me know. You can contact me through my blog, which is right here. I always have all the information on my blog, or scroll down on this page, Stampin' Dee Dee's doing it, and you'll see all of the information that you need for the Christmas in August. And I'm getting ready to put it on for the August class to go. I haven't put that on yet. So be watching for that. Thank you. I am Stampin' Dee Dee. I'm Deanna Blackman from Denton, Texas. And this is Stampin' Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Kay. I think it's a beautiful card too, and it's so different from all the other, so far the other Great Tidings cards I have made. All right. God bless you, and have a great weekend. Thanks.